My name is Márk Bartha. I'm a sound artist based in Budapest, and I'm going to do an artist in residency in A4.
Lately, I've been really interested in the audiovisual and immersive installations and performances, and in most of my works, the approach included a found architecture, and the lights and the sound was kind of playing and playfully approaching these already existing forms. But this time, one main difference is that we're going to have this show in a black box, so we don't have anything pre-existing. So in this case, I decided to create these fictitious landscapes or architectures or dimensions. So in this sense, it's a step to the unknown or a step to the fictive. The idea of creating a forest came for the first time when, like in the beginning of the residency, actually, when we were thinking about the installation of the LEDs, and this idea of a forest or like a fictitious natural landscape stayed with me, even though that wasn't really my purpose, but somehow this idea stayed with me, and later on I realized that I was referring to this whole concert or show or installative performance as a journey in this fictitious forest. So by the end of the residency, I also started to do some research about fictitious forests from like historical stories, and I've been looking for stories that included some kind of mysteries or where humans got into an interaction with the nature, and then there was some kind of fatal consequence of this intervention from nature side in an unexplained way. Or I was also finding some interesting stories about whole forests disappearing from one night to the other, and I don't really see exactly where this is going to lead. It's just there's a whole list of findings that I got at this moment, and then I'm probably gonna have the next process is going to be finding what the real focus is. So right now it's like a huge pool of ideas and stories. So one of the reasons to go along with this idea of a forest is that it kind of symbolizes the environment that we are surrounded with, and the interaction that we as humans get in connection to our ultimate environment. And the way tonight's show is going to follow this parallel is that on one side we will have this fictitious ecosystem, lively ecosystem of this kind of nature-esque something, which is mostly going to be represented by the electronic sounds and electronic instrumentation. and that is going to be in a way opposed or juxtaposed to my voice, which kind of represents, like in this concept, the human interaction from a very far perspective. So in a way, this tells a really small piece of story, which does not have a clear narrative. It's much more probably emotions and instincts. From the sound perspective, it is like a hybrid setup where there are predetermined compositions, and there is a lot of space for improvisation as well. So it's kind of it's a mixture of predetermined and live improvisation. It's a 4-channel sound system, and I'm trying to use this quadraphonic sound system as much as possible, and I'm playing with depth and spatiality. Using a quadraphonic sound that surrounds the audience is one of the key elements of this show. And light-wise, the other laptop is running a software which is responsible for the light installation. I'm using our own equipment, which is like a do-it-yourself control system for LEDs. And it has been installed by the very helpful technical assistance here in A4, which I'm very thankful for. And the two laptops are in a constant communication, and the sound is controlling the light in a lot of different aspects. I had to program some specific Maximus P patches myself, so there's a great amount of communication going between the laptops, and it's that's how the audiovisual experience kind of is created.